This was the meeting in Brussels yesterday. We've got the EU Foreign Affairs Chief, the France, German and UK foreign ministers all getting together to discuss the latest on the Iran nuclear deal. Now, you'll remember it was put together in 2015. 2 years later, 2018, Donald Trump pulled out. At the time, Emmanuel Macron said, "We regret the fact that the US have left this deal." Well, what is the very latest? Tensions are really rising. The president has tweeted this, and this was last week. He said, Iran does not keep its enriched uranium and heavy water production limited, basically saying some of those promises that have made, we're not going to keep to them anymore. Why? There'll be further consequences, further actions if we don't get that support, because our economy is struggling, because we're facing sanctions, particularly from the US. They've said we've got to have win-win conditions. They'll be accepted. Well, it's because of some statements like this. There's also escalated tensions from the US. The Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, has said they've engaged in an escalating series of threatening actions, that's Iran, and statements in recent weeks. This is critical. Any attacks by them or their proxies against US citizens will be answered with a swift and decisive response. That's caused concern. This is the co-chair of the Council on Foreign Affairs for the EU. He said there's no mistaking the worries in Brussels tonight that the US might be pushing the tense situation with Iran over the brink. Those concerns shared by Jeremy Hunt, who said, we're worried, we've got serious concerns about the potential for escalation. Nuclear deal is critical to avoiding the spread of the most dangerous weapons in the most unstable part of the world. Well, the EU Foreign Affairs Chief again said this, what we really need to do is exercise maximum restraint. The very latest, though, the New York Times are reporting that there's plans, the White House have been reviewing their military plans against Iran. That means they could have the potential to send up to 120,000 troops to the Middle East to act on Iran if they respond or if they produce more nuclear capabilities.